Oh, that's why. Took a while, but here we are. Sorry about that. We are live. We're 3 rounds in. We're on the clock. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks. So far, we got Jefferson, Higgins, Irving. Barkley, Gibbs went early at 4, I suppose. Depends how you feel about it, but we're up next. We're going to switch this by ADP. I think we might go Burrow. I don't have a lot of Burrow, and I know the guy at 1 is going to be mad about that. So he went JMO. He definitely wanted Burrow there. Here, probably at 49, back to us. Go. We'll take another running back here. We'll go Hampton. I think we got decent value there. Well, sorry, shifting some stuff around. You're like, what the hell's that sound? This guy going crazy? Not going crazy, just shifting some stuff. Okay, after Hampton went Pickens, Kenneth Walker, Zay Flowers. This guy went 4 wide receivers to start. Just takes Kamara here with 54. Brown eyes. We got somebody in here that we're familiar with here in the 11th spot. Looks like he's got Mario riding on the back of Yoshi, so that's pretty cool. Up on the clock right now is Jerked Off in the Movies. He's got Genty, St. Brown, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Kyron Williams. Travis Hunter takes Jalen Waddle here. So he's got the 0-2-4-0 going. Monty goes. Haven't clicked Monty a lot this year. I know he's a touchdown dog. Laporta goes right after. Harvey goes, Debo. So this guy's got 5 receivers through 6 rounds. Ron. DeAndre Swift. We are up 3 picks. So far, we got Jefferson Higgins. We got our Burrow Higgins stack. We got Bucky and Hampton. So we can look at receiver. Let's see. Think I might like Jerry Jeudy. Feel like he's undervalued a little bit. I know they have quarterback issues over there, but I mean, they got to throw the ball to someone. They're going to be throwing the ball a ton. We'll take Jeudy, and we'll feel okay with that. And then we'll see if Addison gets back to us for our double Viking stack. Teddy goes Warren. We'll see what he does here. He needs a receiver, so he might take Addison. And if he does, then I will be taking Jacoby Myers. But I'm fine with either or. So he went Olave. That's fine. We will get Addy. And we will go down here. McCarthy's about 118. So we will be looking to get McCarthy here at either 10 or 11. So these next 2 picks, we can look for tight end. We can look for... We're pretty balanced right now, so we can kind of look for anything. We got a while ago, so we're up in 16 picks. Right here, Jay De Niro goes Mahomes to go with Worthy. He's also got Gibbs, AJ Brown, Devontae Adams, and he's got Kelsey. So he's got that double stack. Kenneth Walker, who is in a contract year, so I feel like this year could kind of make or break his career going through the rest of the way. Right, so we do have Burrow and T. We'll check out their playoff correlation, which we're not living or dying by this year, but it's always good to just take a little peek. They have Ravens, Dolphins, Cardinals, 15, 16, 17. And then we also have, hopefully, a Vikings stack, which is Cowboys, Giants, Lions. So we will keep that in mind moving forward. Okay. Draft is going fairly quick. We're back up in 5 picks. Looks like we're probably going to be going receiver. We'll see who falls to us in 4 picks. So we have Jefferson, Higgins, Jeudy, Addison. Bye weeks, I'm not too focused on that either at this point, but we got 2 6s, a 9, and a 10. I'm fine with Downs. I'm fine with Mooney. I would have been fine with Cup here. Would have been fine with Golden. So really, when it's a coin flip and there's no correlation, it kind of just goes down to best player available, which in this case is Josh Downs. Boil down to Josh Downs. Ooh, Trev's here. Welcome to the stream, Trev. You're watching in bed. I appreciate you that. I hope you're nice and warm and cozy under the covers. Maybe you got some puppy dogs there with you. What late round quarterback do you like best if you find yourself in the lowly waters of Browns, Giants, Colts? So I try my absolute hardest not to find myself in that situation because I hate all of those. I have no Browns. I like Russ. If I have to pick, I like Russ. I was ripping a lot of Anthony Richardson before the news about him re-injuring the AC joint or whatever it is, him coming back saying he's not going to need surgery, this and that and this and that. I don't like Danny Dimes, and I definitely don't go with that zero quarterback where I'm taking 2 from each team. That's stupid. Don't do that. If you do that, I don't like you. If I'm going to take a Cleveland quarterback, which I truly don't think I have even once through 100 drafts or so, they would have to be my third, and it would probably be Flacco. I took a peek yesterday, actually, because I just remembered Flacco having a good week 17 and last year. I think he threw it was like 330 and 2 touchdowns. So I mean, old man's got the juice. He says, I'm not going to download TikTok. I'm not going to download Instagram. I don't know if you saw that, but you can still throw the ball. So we are up in 11 picks again. Let's take a look what our buddy Jay off in the movies. It's got Genty, St. Brown, JSN, Kyron, Hunter, Waddle Myers, Hawkinson, Mason, who I'm loving this year at this point right now. As a Niners fan, I was a little bit slow on him early on, just because he was great when he was out there, but he was just always getting hurt, just in the medical tent, in the locker room, this and that. But I just think he might out carry Aaron Jones when it's all said and done this year if he can stay healthy. I think he was the running back 5 through the first 5 or 6 weeks of the season last year. He showed a lot last year. So I like him. And then jerked off in the movies takes Ayuk, who we'll see. We'll figure that out as it comes. But we're up here in 2 picks. We are going to take – we're going to see how many quarterbacks this guy's got. He's got 1 quarterback. I think we're just going to lock up McCarthy just because he might be mad at – well – his quarterback is who? Goff. All right, we'll take McCarthy, and then we'll get whoever the draft gives us in a couple picks. So we locked up our quarterbacks. We are done there. We got the double stack with Jefferson, Addison, and JJ. We got the single stack right now with Higgins and Burrow. Got Bucky and Hampton. And then we also have Judy, Downs, Mooney. So we're at 2260. Speaking of injuries, what age is it acceptable to break your hip? I would go ahead and say a hip injury tends to happen around 60, but I have heard of kids breaking their hip playing shit. So you got to be careful out there. Okay, where are we at? We're up in 20 picks still. Why, Trev? Did you hurt your hip and you're feeling self-conscious, or what's up with that? You have band-aids on them so they don't break. That's a smart idea. Truthfully, I want to know who invented band-aids. What you mind looking that up for me while I draft? It's always good to learn. Just trying to stimulate the brain, and if band-aids is what we're gonna use, so be it. So after Trey Harris, we got Rashad White went, Luther Burn went, J.K. Dobbins. Do we like Dobbins? So he's been jumping up, right? Ever since he signed with Denver. I was getting a ton of him pre-signing. Early 11, late 10 feels a bit steep for Dobbins, who blew up at the end of last year. I mean, the beginning of last year, rather, excuse me. But then towards the end of the season, after he got hurt a little bit, came back, he just... So I don't know if I like Dobbins here in the 11th. The 10th, definitely not the 10th. Feels too pricey, too steep for me. So after Dobbins goes May, Herbert, Shaheed, likely Spears, Love. Jim goes Penix Tua here at 11-12 turn. Those are two of my favorite quarterbacks this year, actually, in this range. Really enjoy both those. Okay, so we are up in a couple of picks. I do see in the comments that we did get some information on the Band-Aid. I'm not ignoring that. I don't want to mess up my picks here. So I do appreciate the information. I haven't really taken a look at it yet, but we will dive into that. I just want... So I like Ray Davis. We're probably going to go him here. Psych, he got taken. Okay, so we will be going Jadon Blue, who I just put a poll out the other day asking about everyone's percentage, and 72% said they were 0 to 5% on Blue, which led me to say, if everybody hates him, because I'm also in that 0 to 5, if everybody hates him, that kind of makes me feel like maybe I should start clicking that a little bit more, because everybody knows when they zig, you got to zag, and when they zag, you got to zig. So we are looking up next. We're probably going to be going Garendo, locking up our fourth running back. So we'll have Bucky, Hampton, Blue, and Garendo. Just to let everybody know, we are Niners guys over here. So I got my George Kittle Funko Pop right here, drafting with me. He's always with me, overseeing the team. I would feel weird not to at least acknowledge that, although not on the team currently, we also have our Jimmy Garoppolo. Such a handsome man, you know. Anyone that says that he's not is just lying to themselves. You have to be comfortable with yourself enough to acknowledge Jimmy Garoppolo is just a handsome man. So, and then we also have not a Funko Pop, but we have our man, Mr. Frank Gore from the U. So I know it's a little bit weird looking because of the background, but you guys can get the gist. Just got all the Niners guys here with me. I just say that to say it's hard not to be a homer sometimes. You got to draft with your head, not your heart. That's what they say, but it is difficult. So all that being said, let's go to this Band-Aid information that we do have here. Okay, I have Band-Aid. Tim who? Earl Dickinson invented the Band-Aid. Interesting. He created it for his wife, Josephine, who frequently burned herself while cooking. I mean, she was cooking, so I guess it makes sense because that's where she belongs. I'm sorry. We might get canceled. Women belong anywhere they want to be. Understand? And then what you said here? Who do you think the market is low on that you can get an edge on? I mean, I was saying it earlier. I think Jordan Mason is one of my favorite clicks in the draft right now. I really think that he will out carry Aaron Jones as long as he can stay healthy. I think that's one of my favorites. I also talked about down here at 11, 12 here, Penix and Tua. If Tua can stay healthy, he's way too cheap. And Penix, we saw 3 games. One of them he threw for 330. London's target share went way up in those 3 games. Penix looks to London. I love that stack. That's one of my favorite stacks. Yeah, for now, buddy. It's free for now, bud. Tips are always. We are on the clock. We're going to go Algier. And then we're going to target Rico Dowdle here on the comeback. We will wrap up our running back room with that. That's another one of my, while we're on it, Rico Dowdle is another one of my favorite late targets. This guy goes Darnold and Danny Dimes. It's after already having Goff. I tilted him in the 4th round, taking Burrow here. So we will lock up. Actually, I take it back. Even though I love Rico Dowdle, we're gonna go Gesicki here with Burrow and Higgins because I don't have a tight end yet. If I even had one tight end, I take it back. I got auto drafted Dowdle, which is completely fine. I actually preferred him. Then after that, Roshan goes. Thornton goes. Ooh, we got a spider coming down a web right in front of my screen. A big one, too. Just to let everybody know, I am in something that we and my friend group refer to as Spider League. And I need to get a picture, but he hid behind the router. I need that to count. That is a really nice spider. And I actually think I sent one of my spiders in earlier tonight I never sent it in. So I do have to send my one from about an hour ago in, but now I really want to get this other one in. This is a really good spider. I hope he comes back up. Trev, let me tell you, bud, you would like this spider, and I promise you that. I am not exaggerating. This spider, he is a. Let me see if I can move some stuff around. I don't want to knock anything over because everything's a little tight here. All right, well, I don't think we can. We're not going to be able to get him right now, but I'm going to keep my eyes peeled because that was a cool looking spider. All right, let me get back focused to the draft. We are at 2670. We are going full punt on the tight end. We got 5 picks left. We got 2 receivers and 3 tight ends to go. We have our stacks. I'd say it weighs about 2 grams or so, maybe. Like a big old thing. Okay, so we are up in 4 picks. Like I said, we need receivers and tight ends. I think we're just going to go best available at this point because we're already pretty correlated. Maybe we'll end up going Yoshi and Schultz. Yoshi and Schultzy. Yoshi does give me the double with Burrow, Higgins, and Yosh. And then we'll just take Schultz, and hopefully he can go back to what he did a couple years ago. I wish it showed more than just last year, because last year he had a down year for sure. 618 is not bad. 58 on 93. Only 2 touchdowns, but we will go Yosh. The favorite Hail Mary tight end. I mean, it's tough. I'll be happy to get Schultz here. At least he's better than the rest of this. I guess I'm fine with Theo Johnson. We'll see what he does with Russ. They said Elijah Arroyo is supposed to be a good receiving tight end. You never know. I think Seattle's going to be pretty bad this year, but we'll see what Noah Gray can do. We'll see if Kelsey comes back like a shell of himself, or if he's a little bit better than last year or what have you. They said he lost about 25 pounds, so he's coming back in good shape. We are going to take Schultz. Jatavian Sanders is okay. They also got, what's his name that they drafted? I'm blanking on his name, so this is embarrassing. What is his name? Mitchell Evans. Here we go. So we just don't know. Jatavian Sanders was supposed to be decent the last 2 years or so, maybe last year. Never really panned out. Shoot. Cole Kmet. They drafted Loveland. So, I mean, Kmet was super, super bad last year. I think he did have a couple of touchdowns already. Yeah, he had 4. And the Jets got Fannin Jr. They drafted, or the Browns, I mean. It's tough. That's a tough question. Ben Sinnott, you never know. Ertz is getting to be like 45. He's got like 115 concussions. I think Sinnott was only targeted 6 times last year. But what does this say? Is one of the young players who stood out during offseason program. Selected 53rd overall. So he was a second-round pick. Standout combine performance. Number 3 tight end throughout his rookie season, catching 5 passes. So he had 311 snaps, but only 6 targets. That's pretty crazy. He must have been doing a lot of blocking. If I remember correctly, I think when he came out, they were saying that he is like a Kittle type without the skill, where he's not afraid to put his nose in there, get his nose in there, do the dirty work. Has all the physical tools to become a quality NFL starter. There's no assurance that the opportunity comes along this year as the Commanders re-sign Zach Ertz and John Bates, who I'm not worried about during the offseason. At least sounds like Sinnott is making progress in year 2, earning more confidence from his coaches. So if you're looking for a super sleeper like dart throw, you never know here. Michael Mayer, I know they got Brock, who is top 3 tight end. Some might have 1, some might have 2, some might have 3. But somebody was talking about how they like to run a 12-man. So he had 32 targets last year, 156. It's tough. I don't like going full punt on tight end, but it's just kind of how it worked out. Even though I'm happy with the Dowdle pick, I probably should have just went Gesicki, just so I didn't find myself in this situation. But it is what it is, So we are up in a couple picks here. We're on the clock in 3 picks. We need 2 tight ends and a wide receiver. Who did we get? We got, what's his name? What bye is he? Because punting, you don't want to have 2 on the same bye, that's for sure. So he's a bye. He's a 6. Taysom Hill, you just never know with this guy. Okay, so we are going to start Arroyo. I'm going to read about Hill. There's nothing on him. Okay, so we'll just take Elijah. And we'll see if we want to go receiver or tight end with this next one. I think I might go yeah, we're going to go Gray. We'll take a receiver with our 20th. Right. So we don't love it, but we got Schultz, Arroyo, and Gray. The full punt at tight end. Then we got to wait 20 picks to get our last receiver. Cole has met his match. Yeah. I don't know how much run he's going to be getting this year. He was pretty bad last year, but he was an offensive captain, which I thought was strange. He's good locker room guy, real football player. And that's all you can ask for, Real big football guy. So we will take a quick look at our buddy team over here. I think we said before we've got Genty, St. Brown, JSN, Kyron, Hunter, Waddle Myers. So he does have Vegas, 2 Vegas guys. He's got Hawkinson, my guy Mason, Ayuk, Love. Which does he have? So he's got no Packers. Stevenson, who I kind of like. Benson, who I really like. Pitts. Oh man, I can't stop getting hurt by Pitts. He just here in the 14th, it feels like he's going to be fine, but you know he's not going to be. Who do you like to target here in the 20th when you have just a receiver left to rip? Anyone you really like targeting here, Trev? A couple times today I took Westbrook Akini in the 20th round today. Put him in my top five value wide receivers after round 15. Little mini article from probably like a month ago at this point. We were talking about the Dolphins being correlated, I believe, right? Who do we got? We got Vikings and we got Bengals. Yeah, Dolphins, Bengals, week 16. So yeah, very unlikely that NWI gets taken. So we're probably going to go him. And if for some reason he gets taken, we'll go with Roman Wilson or yeah. Yeah, no, Michael Wilson. I wrote a little tweet right up about him too a couple of weeks ago, talking about how I think he what is it? So he had 77 targets last year, and I think it's definitely going to go up this year. Really, the only competition he has are Harrison and McBride, and they're going to get a lot of that defensive attention. So yeah, no, I like Michael Wilson. I think he's a good value pick as well. So we are on the clock. We're going to go. So we'll take NWI and we will call it. We'll take a little quick look at our team. We went Jefferson at 2. We took him over Barkley. We're going to stay. Then we went Higgins. We blocked Teddy from getting this double right here. Didn't take Higgins just to block. Like I said, it's just a little perk. He went Brees and Cook both over Bucky, so he let me get Bucky here. Then we take Burrow here to go with Higgins, which he was hoping Burrow got to him with Chase, but I wasn't going to let that happen. He goes J-Mo and Sutton. I take my second running back with Hampton, who I think should have a good year. I think he's going to significantly out-touch and perform Najee Harris, who I don't hate, but I think Hampton's going to be that dog. He's got that dog in him. We got Judy here, who's wide receiver 1 over there with no quarterback, we know, but we talked about Flacco still having a little juice. Addison with the double stack. Josh Downs, who might be the man in Indy, also having quarterback issues down there. I'm fully aware of that, but we'll see what happens. Mooney, who I love Penix this year. I'm all on Atlanta. I'm on Atlanta everything this year. McCarthy is that second quarterback with my double stack, as we talked about. Trey Harris, who I think is going to have a great year. I think he's a steal in the 11th round. Be honest, you think Sanders is going to start this year? I think he'll probably start week 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 maybe. Once they're like 2-10 or 3-11, whatever that math comes out to. So yeah, they'll give him some reps, but it'll be the end of the year once the season's dead. That's just my opinion on it. Maybe he gets in earlier. Maybe they're 7-7 and it's impossible to roll him out there. But so after Harris, we went 4 straight running backs and locked up our room with Jadon Blue, Isaac Guerrero, who I really like this year. I don't think McCaffrey is going to get 250 carries, touches. I think he's going to be almost back to his normal self, but they're going to be cautious with him. They're not going to just risk him ripping his Achilles and calf injury again. But Algier, who I like, and Dowdle, who I like, and then we got Yoshi locking up our double with Burrow and T. And as we talked about towards the end, we went 3 straight tight ends, the full punt, Schultz, Arroyo, and Gray, and finished up with Nick Westbrook-Akini, who plays the Bengals week 16, which some people might say week 16 is the move this year because everyone's on 17, and then people are saying 17 doesn't matter. You never know. Nobody knows shit about this. You got to do what you feel, what you think is going to work, and you got to hope for the best. So that's the team. I'm not going to go through everybody's. We'll look at some late round stuff, see if any weird stuff seemed to happen. Here's Jordan James goes here in the 20th. I was taking him a little bit like a month ago or so. Haven't really touched him since. Luke McCaffrey here. Oh, here's Cole Kmet goes to our buddy Joitm. And he took Ray McLeod too, because I think he ripped Penix earlier. Oh no, Penix went here. Either way. And then Marshawn Lloyd. I like Tesla here. Brandon Cooks I haven't touched this year. That's an interesting one. So overall, good draft. Here's Michael Wilson, your man. He went 186. Let's see if he's got Kyler up here. He does not. He does have. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everyone but me and jerked off in the movies went 3 quarterback. It's just strange. Why are we going like this guy? Well, he got Lamar and Baker, and then he felt the need to go Rodgers down here. I just don't get it. He went Rodgers when he could have went Tillman when he had to take 6 receivers to end his draft. He could have went Tillman. I just don't see what Rodgers does here, especially without any. Does he have DK Metcalf? Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Oh. Fire Up Fantasies here, and he's making fun of me. So I will end this. I will join the next 10. Might have missed it. Either way, it's okay. 901. Okay, we're trying to get there. I don't know if I'm going to make it. We will see. Oh, I'm not going to end the stream. I'm just trying to see if the next draft will have me. Okay, here we go. Plenty of time. So much time, it's making my head spin. I'm trying to get there. It's trying to do it on my phone because I'm bad at everything. I guess we'll just try to do it here. Nothing's loading. I don't have good service down here or what? Right, you let me know if I'm in because something's getting a little funny. Nothing is like loading for me. I'm like frozen. They said, "You will not stream 2 in a row. You scumbag." Yeah, this is stupid and it's really frustrating me. So frustrating. So frustrating. The bubbles. The bubbles. Oh, I'm in? Am I really? I was just typing out, am I in? Because nothing is working. Well, I might be auto drafting 20 rounds because this is stupid. I'm going to refresh. Okay, so they said I'm in. Let's take a look at it's the whole fucking crew, baby. While we're waiting, you could go follow me at Fire Up Fantasy TG on Twitter, or as they now call it, X. Go check out some sweet articles at www.fireupfantasy.com. You can follow the rest of the dogs from Fire Up Fantasy. Follow Fire Up Fantasy on X as well. TikTok. Big TikToker. I said TikTok, bitch. TikTok. I wake up every single morning and I ask myself where Paul is. The answer is always winning. What are we at? We almost full? So I ain't got all day, you heard? Here we go. We are full. We got third pick. We got Soup here from Fire Up Fantasy. Soup from Fire Up Fantasy. Soup 37. Pick 2. Deuces here. Fire Up Fantasy TG. We got Jerked Off in the Movies, who we just drafted with. Picked a really good team. I know you're drafting. I'm talking about the order. Sheesh. Hey, Sam Tat. This thing is live. How are you? Welcome to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Please offer some suggestions on some picks. We're going to be starting in 30 seconds here. I have the third pick overall. I can tell you who I'm going to get. Jefferson. I just took him last draft at the 2 spot. So let me tell you, we might be going Bijan. I don't really know. We're going to see what happens in about 50 seconds or so, maybe less. All right, who do we think here? We like Jefferson, we like Bijan. We're going Jefferson. Back to the basics. We'll go him back-to-back drafts. I ended up getting Jefferson and Addison and McCarthy last draft. We got jerked off in the movies. If that's not a top 3 name of all time, buddy, tell me what is. It's not second or third. I'll tell you what. So jerked off gets Bijan. Right after him goes Puka, who has a good shot to be this wide receiver 1 this year. He really does. He's had some health injuries in the past, but if that man can stay healthy, I think it's gonna be between him, Neighbors, obviously Chase and Jefferson are viable options for that. I don't think it'll be St. Brown. Could be Nico, maybe London, probably not. Maybe McConkey, probably not. AJ Brown's really, really good. They just don't throw enough. I really think it's going to be Puka, though. If I was a betting man, I'd be going Puka. All right, so the draft board looks like after me went Gibbs, Bijan, Puka, CMC. What's it? Jonathan. Trev Eaton goes CeeDee Lamb. Huffman goes Nico. Kev from stoasic.com goes Ashton Genty. Our King XWNW from Fire Up Fantasy. Ball Coach Nate goes his man Malik Neighbors, who I really like this year. This man at the turn goes St. Brown and Rice. Rice going 13 is just getting to be out of control. My head is going to explode off my body with this Raishi Rice shit. Did put a little graph together today talking about the DraftKings bonuses from last year. Raishi Rice played 3 games. He did hit that bonus twice. That's a 67% hit for him. And the one game he didn't get it, he still had 75. So he was pretty close. I say that to say Xavier Worthy has 0. In 16 opportunities, he has 0. So we are on the clock. We are going to draft this. Well, I'm not going to get T back. So, all right, we'll go. No, I want to switch up. I'm going Jacobs. Last draft at 2, I took T there and blocked the first overall from getting the double. Then he let me get Bucky here at 26, and I just knew that wasn't going to happen. So we'll take Jacobs. We'll switch it up a little bit. Soup 37 goes Bucky Barkley start. That feels fun. Aware, as we expected, goes Jamar and T. Then he takes Terry. McBride goes to Soup, and we are back on the clock. We will go Jefferson to 6. We'll take Garrett Wilson. We're okay with that. We like that. We're going to take a look at our sweet charts that we made earlier today that really don't mean too much, but we had fun doing it. I want to see how many. So here in this receivers chart, we have Garrett Wilson. 25% had 4 bonuses out of the 16 games played at 25%. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 receivers that had more bonuses than he did. So we will be looking to target his college quarterback here, Mr. Run the Ball, Justin Fields, who honestly was crushing it last year in the first 6 weeks prior to being benched for Mr. Danger Russell Wilson. So yeah, see, Griffalicious here after me in the 4 hole. I was going to go either Wilson or Chase Brown. Chase went right after. Jay off in the movies took Marv to go with Bijan and A-Chain. Hill goes after Bowers and Puka. Lamar goes with JT and CMC. They call them the initial boys. The alphabet. LJ, JT, and CMC. Trev Eaton, sweet pick, sweet mustache. It's got Lamb, Henry, Kyron. 3 straight receivers here from Huffman. Nico London, Adams. That kind of feels fun. Kev goes Genty, McConkey, Josh Allen. Our brother from Fire Up Fantasy here. Neighbors, BTJ, Brees Hall. I did find that spider that I was referring to earlier. I think maybe only Trevian was in there, and we got a Daddy Longlegs coming into the. This is a big Daddy Longlegs. He's a fast little guy. Holy cow. I don't think we're going to be able to see him, but I'm going to be sending that over to the group chat. Lock up my spider for Spider League. So here at the 4-3-4 turn goes JSN, James Cook, Mike Evans, DJ Moore, Metcalf, another 4th receiver for Huffman. I respect it. Daniels goes here to Trev Eaton. Kittle goes to Jonathan. Worthy goes with Puka Hill, Bowers, kind of like that. JMO goes to Jay off in the movies. Griffalicious on the clock goes Tet. I am back on the clock. We have Jefferson, Wilson, Jacobs. Jefferson, Wilson, Jacobs. We're going to go Hurts here. We're going to go Hurts here. So we're going to be targeting Hurts and Fields and have 2 runners. We'll see if we can get Devontae Smith here on at the turn. And we did. We're back on the clock. I really like Travis Hunter, but we're going to go for the correlation, the stack. So we got Hurts, Smith. We got Wilson. We're going to be trying to grab Fields here, and Jacobs and Jefferson. We got JJ and JJ. So I don't even know if anybody's in the stream right now. If you are, can you smash that 4 key? 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. I don't really know where it says if anybody is viewing or not. Fire Up Fantasy in the house. Thank you. Thank you. I know you've been here before streaming yourself. Where does it show if there's any viewers? I have seen it in the past, but I don't know where it is. So we are up in 8 picks. After I took Smith, when Chuba Hubbard, Zay Flowers, Kenny Walker, Calvin Ridley, George Pickens, Joe Mixon. Hunter goes here. Connor goes to XWMW. 12th goes Henderson Harvey with the back-to-back rookie running backs. Waddle goes here, which I love Waddle this year at that price. Monty goes to Kev. Huffman gets Laporta. Trev Eaton gets Debo Samuel. Big Rome goes to Jonathan. Judy. J Off gets Godwin. Griffalicious is on the clock. We are next. So we got Hurts, Jacobs, Jefferson, Wilson, Smith. I don't think. Well, we will try to get. We'll rip Addison right here. But then I feel like I want to get. No, we're not going to go Addison. We're going to go Judkins. If I didn't take Hurts, I would be going Addison because, well, I kind of messed up, but I messed up. Not happy. I'm not a happy man right now. We are stupid. Well, then. We really messed up. As you saw, I got auto-drafted Fields, which I'm pretty salty about. I definitely clicked Judkins, and I must have been like, right, a half second too late. It is what it is. Soup gets Swift. Judkins goes here at the turn with Pearsall, Olave. I end up taking Addison to go with Jefferson. I have my 2 running quarterbacks, both 9s. which as I'm doing this, I wasn't even paying attention. This has been a horrible draft so far. Very unfocused. So I'll end up looking for McCarthy anyway. Yeah, it was a reach, and I'm pretty embarrassed about it. So please roast me. It was been a horrible draft so far for deuces. Like I said, we will be going 3 quarterbacks, which I don't mind doing, but I don't like doing it when I have some of the elites. I think Hertz fits that elite category. We're back up in 6 picks. We're at 2-1-4-0. Hoffman takes Pollard, who I was going to take. I really need a running back. Really messed this draft up already. Feeling a little bit foolish right now. But, what they say about drafting is it's kind of like riding a horse, If you're comfortable while you're doing it, you're probably doing it wrong. We're on the clock. I don't like my situation. Yeah, 15 seconds. He's got 3. We'll take Warren. Ay, ay, ay. We're back on the clock already. 2 picks. Soup goes Knicks with Sutton. That's a good pick. I love that he blocked. Didn't even notice that until right now. He blocked Aware with Burrow here. Love that you did that. We went Mark Andrews here, locked up our tight end. He is our top exposure on DraftKings. I think he is way too cheap. In the late 90s, early 100s. Blocked Jonathan here with Lamar. He probably was, well, he does have Kittle, so maybe he wasn't going to rip Andrews. But either way, we locked up Andrews. I think he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder after dropping that pass in the AFC Championship. He's getting up there in age, had a horrible, horrible start to his season, but I think it was 11 touchdowns he finished with. $62 receptions. I remember he was like being targeted once, a couple of times at the beginning of the year. Where's targets? Yeah, look at this. We're at 7, 8, 9 targets through 4 games for Andrews to start the year. He had a 7, an 8, a 6, 7, a 5, a 7 later on in the year. I don't know if maybe he was dealing with an injury at the beginning of the year that we really didn't know about. But if he can do what he was doing towards the end of the year, I'm not talking about dropping that pass, which cost me some money, but that pick 99 feels pretty good. Pretty good. So we are up in 5 picks. We're at 2-2-4-1, as we talked about. Messed up with the quarterback. But so we want McCarthy here, but we're not going to take him here at 118. We're going to push. We know Soup's not going to take him. We just need a where not to take him. We do need a running back, and I hate that I'm about to do this, but I've been doing it, and it doesn't feel great, but we're going to go with Javonte Williams, and we're going to try to get McCarthy here. Have 3 quarterbacks through 11 rounds, which is not good. It's not very good. I don't advise it. So he goes Stroud, so there's no way he's taking. So we are going to get McCarthy. Not optimal, not ideal, but all right. It is what it is. You carry on. If you quit when things got hard, I would have quit a long time ago. Oh, I forgot I had my Powerade Zero. Stuff's pretty good. Nothing like some cold mixed berry. 0 calorie, 0 sugar, Powerade Zero to get you going during your draft. That's some good stuff. I'll tell you what. All right, after McCarthy goes Kraft, Herbert to White, and David Njoku. To Trev, Huffman's on the clock. He goes Penix. He goes 3 straight quarterbacks with Penix, Dak, and Goff. Kincaid goes who, I mean, he can't be much worse than last year. I kind of feel like I've been thinking about ripping some more Kincaid recently. Like I said, he can't be worse than what he did last year. And Allen's just a good player, so he's gonna be able to find him if he can get open. And I feel like just like Andrews, Kincaid was going like way earlier last year, 2 years ago. At 130, that feels like a decent price tag. After Kincaid goes Shaheed, Spears, Goddard, Stevenson, Trey Harris, who I kind of like this year. I want to see him rip a 4th straight quarterback here. Do it, Huffman. Do it. Quarterback. Pick a quarterback. Matthew Stafford. Who do you take? Dobbins. Talked about it last draft. I don't know if I love Dobbins here. I was taking him in the 15th, 16th, 17th before he got signed. That felt fine. Guess it doesn't really matter. Everyone says you just value doesn't matter. You take them when you take them, right? But after him goes Blue, Eckler. There goes Stafford off the board. We got Jay off in the movies. We're on the clock next. My phone is so slow right now. I think we like Ray Davis. We also need a wide receiver, so I guess there's more receivers down here. So we're going to go Davis. I'm going to take one of these receivers. So Soup goes Kirk. Burden goes to a Ware. 12-13 turn. He's going to rip. I think there's a good chance that Bashal Tune goes next. Kyron Williams is a 14. We need some help. We got 6. We got 9. We got 9. We got 6. Kyle Williams goes. We're going to go with Hollywood Brown. Although I think I kind of like Thielen. I don't know. We'll go old man Thielen. Thielen is like 67 years old. Thielen goes Benson. There goes Hollywood. Ferguson, Robinson. Trev Eaton goes Jack Best. Huffman. It's at 3-4-4-1. He's going to go. Oh, there's where it says my viewers. It's in the StreamYard. It's not on the YouTube. I said the YouTube like I'm a 67-year-old man. Yeah, loading up this fancy. The internet, the YouTube, are ya? No, I meant the YouTube tab, no. After Bash goes, actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to go mute and step away. All right. I missed my pick, of course. Had to say good night. Tried to get back in time, but we did not make it. We got Kyle Pitts. It is what it is. This draft is long gone from the minute I took a reach on a second quarterback that has the same buy as my first quarterback. We were at 3, 4, 5, 2. We need a receiver. We're just going to go. I don't even know what to do here. We're not taking the receiver we need because I love Rico Dowdle. So we're going with him. If you love Rico Dowdle, say yeah. After Dowdle goes Hunter Henry, Nick Chubb, Joshua Palmer, Chig. Got Trev Eaton on the clock. Trev Eaton, more than anyone I've ever met, loves to punt his second quarterback. Only guy in the room with only one right now. Quarterbacks left. He's got Rodgers, Dimes, AR. It's pretty thin. See, he's got an Njoku here. Maybe he's not really sure what the plan is. Curious to see what you do here, Trev Eaton. Very curious. All right. After Trev took Jalen Wright, goes Alec Pierce, my guy. Braylon Allen, Kate Otten, Gesicki, Juwan Johnson, Pop Douglas, Keenan Allen. Who's going to sign Keenan Allen? So Trevian does go Richardson here. Who's your other? Daniels. Okay, so I mean, if you're going to do it that way, you got to have an elite, which you do. I'm in no position to throw any type of shade or criticism or constructive feedback when I put a quarterback room together like I just did. I ruined this whole draft. About 4 picks in, 4 rounds in. We got Wicks here after Richardson. Rodgers goes. Cutney. Bryant goes. Wilson goes. Now we need a receiver. We'll just take Jalen Noel, I guess. After Noel goes Hill, Thornton, Hunter, Austin. We're back on the clock. We need another receiver. We'll go Yoshi. Oh, as we said a couple times, we're at 3, 5, 7, 2. Running backs look like Jacobs, Warren, Javante, Ray Davis, Rico. Gonna need another. Gonna need another running back as soon as possible. And I don't know which way is up. It isn't mine, but I glanced at it. Got the mic here. Just tighten it up a little bit. Draft board. Okay, after I took Yoshi, goes Shipley, Sampson, Schultz, Lockett, Marshawn Lord, Diami Brown, Danny Dimes, DJ Giddens, Slayton, Elick, Keaton Mitchell, Brashard Smith. I got Huffman here. It's 3-5-8-1. It seems like he needs a tight end. And we got Trev Eaton up next. He's at the 2-6-7-2. Probably go receiver. He does go Theo here. Huffman. Terrence Ferguson goes to Trev Eaton. Deontay. Sean Tucker going in the 18th. I like it. Interesting. I wonder what his exposure to Rashad White is. So we are going to take, I guess we'll go Miles Sanders. We don't really love that, but there's not a lot we can do when we've been doing some weird stuff today. That's for sure. Some real weird stuff. And you know what? I got to check my WNBA daily fantasy. Let's check what was going on with Fever lost by 10. They had no Caitlin Clark today. We are up. So let's do this. We'll take a tight end. What do we got? We got Andrews and we got Pitts, right? 5-7. What do we got here? We'll just take. Take Higbee. I don't even know if I've clicked him once this year. No, I guess we didn't get Higbee, but that's okay. Another freaking Tesla, who I was going to take anyway. So we'll take whatever tight end is available on the 20th. Of course, Kelsey Mitchell goes crazy. I'll tell you what, we definitely did not do well. in our WNBA DFS today. We had a real sweat yesterday. We were in 5th place to start the 4th quarter for 1,500. 20K was up top. Had a horrendous 4th quarter. Yeah, we are not sitting pretty. We got the Aces game coming up at 10. Not good. Not good at all. All right, we're up in 5 picks. Going to finish off the draft with the tight end. Probably go Gray or what were your guys again? It was 7 and 5. Okay, Gray went. Gadsden. Maybe someone weird. I was talking about Sinnott last draft being a super dart throw. We're going to try that and we'll see what happens, I guess. Draft is long gone anyway, so. I think we're going to be running this back again. Bear with me here. All right, we are back in another one. Okay, here we go. Yeah, first this time, baby. Welcome to the squad, Jamar Chase. We'll cue that puppy up right now. We ain't got shit to worry about. We are not going to mess this up like we messed up last draft. We're going Chase. Not going to mess it up. All right, after Chase, it's been pretty standard so far. No fuckery, as the kids say these days. Jefferson, Barkley, Bijan, Lamb, Gibbs, Puka, Neighbors. Let's see what Juice does here. CMC. Probably go Genty here. Oh, go St. Brown. Nico. Genty. Gonna go here at the 12-13 turn. He might go Genty Henry. He might go. Wow, Genty going at 15. XWMW passing him up, going Nico Thomas. I like it. Caffrey Bowers, Juice. Bowers goes to Juice. We are going to try to go T and Rice. We'll see what happens. We will see. If anybody's here in the chat, well, Rice goes here, so that's okay. If anybody's here in the chat, why don't you hit me with that thumbs up? Let me know you're here. Like and subscribe to the channel. Well, we're going to do this. You ready? We're going to go boom. So as you see, we started Cincy, baby. I don't know if we've even done this once this year, but we're going to see if Burrow makes it. We got Chase T. After Chase Brown goes Wilson, Allen, McBride, Lamar, Marv, Kyron, Tyreek. Everything's pretty much business as usual. Through 3 rounds outside of my team, of course. I think my favorite, well, we're not done yet, but the rounds that are teams that are picked: McCaffrey, Bowers, McLaurin, Noah Hill, H.A. Neighbors, okay, Puka, Brown. Interesting. Kind of love it. 3 straight receivers here. I love all 3 of these receivers. Just absolute target monsters for our guy XWMW. We'll see what he does here on the comeback. I'd love to see him go JMO or Mike Evans, and he does. Just not afraid. So strong though. Evans goes Kittle. Juice gets Daniels and Scary Terry. Go with CMC and Bowers. That is a strong team. I can't lie. I really enjoy this team that Juice is putting together right now. Parker BB gets auto drafted Metcalf. We're up in 3 picks as we want Burrow. I would be fine with definitely be fine with Burrow and Tet. Tet goes, but we did get Burrow, so maybe we go Hunter, maybe we go Mixon. We are Bengals are who? Cardinals, Dolphins, Ravens. Cardinals, Dolphins, Ravens. I'll go Sutton. Yeah, it's between Sutton and Smith, I think. Smith went right after. Then goes Pickens. Alvin Kamara, third running back for Go Tigers. I fucking love LSU. Flowers goes to KRS1. Hunter goes. Got Parker B here. He's got Neighbors Hill, Metcalf, and 8chan. We put a poll out earlier this morning on Twitter. Got 16 votes. It was, what is your Anthony Richardson exposure? 16 votes. 8 of them went 0% to 5%. Then we got an 18%, a 19%, and a 13%, all around the same. Yeah, 0 to 5. I believe I'm at like 10 or 11 Richardson. A lot of that came before the news of him re-injuring the shoulder, then not needing surgery and getting the second opinion and coming back saying he's okay. Then it's just going to be a true competition between him and Danny Dimes. So if you can't beat Danny Dimes, man, you got to figure it out. Richardson, one of the least accurate quarterbacks in many years. It's a big guy. Likes to run, take some hits. Always just hurting that shoulder. Leads with the shoulder and wonders why he's always hurt. All right. So after Travis Hunter, last one we talked about, goes Trevion Henderson, Kenneth Walker, Joe Mixon, James Conner. Goes Ridley Odunze here at 5-6 turn. RJ Harvey goes to Fire Up Fantasy. Check out fireupfantasy.com. We're up in 3 picks. Goes Waddle, Debo, Judkins, Laporta, Judy, Jennings. We are up in 3 picks. We know we are at a 1-1-3-0 with a super stack right now. The first 4 picks being Bengals, Cortland Sutton. What are we going to do here? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I think we like, I'm going to go Addison. My phone just keeps freezing. So we'll go Addison and we'll go Myers. Right after Myers and Addison goes Kelsey. Where's Mahomes? Mahomes still on the board, so I wonder why he didn't go. As he needed Monty. There goes Mahomes to RT Day 58, who's got Worthy, so makes sense. He's got Mahomes, McConkey, Marvin, Worthy, Judy, and Gibbs and Chuba Hubbard. It's a good little team. Pacheco goes. It's AC Lee, second running back. He's got Hurts with AJ Brown and Puka, Travis Hunter. Got Laporta at tight end and Pacheco and Kyron Williams. So he's pretty balanced as well. His next Parker BB's at 0430, which is always interesting. He's got A-Chain, and then he's got the three rookies at Henderson, Judkins, Caleb Johnson. He's got Neighbors, Hill, and Metcalf. Interesting. Not my style, but every draft is different. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I don't know. You don't know. I definitely don't know. Diggs goes. Pollard goes. So I like that. He went 4 receivers, 3 running backs. Talk about a sharp right there. XWMW from Fire Up Fantasy. Then he loads up on Baker with Evans. Our boy is cooking. Go follow Fire Up Fantasy on Twitter and TikTok and YouTube. Check us out at fireupfantasy.com. A lot of interesting articles on there. A lot more to come. After Baker goes Downs and Golden, got Parker BB, who's got like we said, the interesting build of 0430 here. I wonder if he's being auto drafted. He keeps going down to the end. He goes Jaden Reed. So we are up in 6 picks. So we're going to try to sneak through Nix and Ingram here. I don't know if that's going to work out, but we will see. Warren goes. There's no way he takes Nix here. He can't. He's going to take somebody else. Big Buka, let's go. Love it. We got the triple stack with Burrow. We got Higgins and Jamar. We got Chase Brown. Then we took Jacoby and Addison. And we got Sutton with Bo Nix and Ingram. So we are going to take a quick look at playoff correlation chart. We know that the Bengals go Ravens, Dolphins, Cardinals, and the Broncos go Packers, Jaguars, Chiefs. Right after my 2 picks goes Fields, goes with Garrett Wilson, Pittman. Do I believe in overstacking, Trev? Think, yeah, I do. I think if you have the right stacks and the top stacks, it's better than back stacking and overstacking just to get that third or fourth receiver or the tight end. I think if you're ripping the best players from the team, sure, it could be too much, but it also could definitely benefit you. For example, with me having Nix, Sutton, and Ingram, I'm probably not going to be going for Patrick Bryant or somebody else later just to get that triple. So I already have who I feel like I need to succeed. So now would I throw in a week 17 bring back for the Broncos, like the Chiefs, who they have? Do I mind grabbing like a Noah Gray as my third tight end? Sure. And the Bengals, do I mind grabbing Cardinals? I know we talked about Michael Wilson. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Am I going to be forcing that? No, of course not. But could it help? Yeah. This is also a smaller tournament. So I don't think that correlation means as much in smaller tournaments, just like I don't think that it really means as much on this platform to begin with. I think it's much more important to stack and correlate on underdog, which, as you know, I mean, unless we're out of state or traveling, our state doesn't allow underdog. So this is what we got. But I do think that stacking and playoff correlation does mean more on underdog for sure. So we are up in 4 picks. We know we're at 2-1-5-1. We do need a running back. We're going to end up taking Stevenson here, which I don't really love too much. I don't love this. All right. So again, we took Javonte Williams, took Ramondre Stevenson as RB 2 and 3. I really like Tajay Spears, but I went Williams instead. I couldn't take both of them. So they're both by 10, and that's what Chase Brown is. I didn't even really want to take any buy 10 as my RB2, but then I have to drop all the way down here to Ray Davis or Facial Tutin, and just didn't think that was the right play. So we're going to go with what we went with. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be burned again on Javonte. I've been burned more than I would like to admit in the past, but it's just hard to know with Dallas. They're the richest poverty franchise in sports, in professional sports. These guys are loaded with money, but they just like pretend like they're the Browns. It's so weird to me. I couldn't imagine being a Cowboys fan, just having all this money and all this hype and all this history and just constantly doing this weird fuckery. You know, it doesn't make sense. It's got to be frustrating every year. It's our year. It's going to be our year. And then Dak throws 4 interceptions, gets hurt. Jerry Jones says some racist shit. And it's a very strange franchise that I'm glad that I am not a fan of. Real strange. Real strange. We are up next. We're at 2, 3, 5, 1. We end up getting Ray Davis anyway, which we kind of wanted. And we have Ingram. We will go with Hollywood. Even though he's another by week 10, I probably shouldn't have done that. But I mean, Hollywood being on a bye the same week as my Bengals boys is going to be the reason I advance or not, then this isn't the right team anyways. After Hollywood goes Trey Benson, Isaiah Likely, Quentin Johnson, Geno Smith, and Jadon Blue. Once again, Isaac Guerrero, my boy. IG goes. Interesting builds here. We got 3 quarterbacks here. We got Fields, McCarthy, and Bryce Young. Everyone else with 3 already. Nope, everyone else has 2. All these builds seem pretty standard. Nothing really crazy going on. We will check out our guy XWMW from Fire Up Fantasy. Follow him at Ball Coach Nate on Twitter. As we talked about, you got Nico, Brian Thomas, JSN, Mike Evans, and he went Connor, Harvey Pollard. He went Baker and Goff. Didn't really see him going Goff there. Then he went Najee, Marvin Mims, Kraft, and now he's on the clock. He's at the 2-4-5-1. He's probably going receiver. Who's best available right now? I'll probably go Besh. I think he likes Jack Beck. I think he's going to go Beck. Yep, he goes Beck. It's a nice little duo here. Penix and Ward, who's his first, and Caleb. It's back on the clock. Ball coach Nate is at the 2-4-6-1. He might go. I don't know where he's going to go. We'll see. Come on. It is so difficult for me right now. We got 2-4-6-1. We'll take our take a second. Really, this. I don't know. So we want Gesicki. So we have a whole lot of Bengals. We have 5 Bengals. That's 25% of our team, 20 rounds on DraftKings. And we took Chubb, who we have a whole lot of Chubb. We have a whole lot of Nick Chubb this year. I think it's okay. We'll see what happens with Mixon. We will see what type of role Chubb plays, even if Mixon stays healthy. There's like 100 and something carries that have been vacated from last year between who was it, Cam Akers, Dare, Ogumbawale. Who else was there? Damian Pierce. So, I mean, if Chubb can get 100 carries in the 15th round, I feel okay about that. So we'll be back up in 15 picks. We will see. Yeah, after Chubb went Bryant, who I could have taken, and went with Nix and Sutton and Ingram. But I was talking earlier about not backstacking just for the sake of stacking. So I think maybe we could have taken a different receiver at 145 instead of Hollywood, which then, I don't know. After Pat Bryant goes Hunter Henry, Sam Darnold, Roshan Johnson, Pat Fryermuth, Aaron Rodgers, Brian Strange, Joshua Palmer, Alec Pierce, DeAndre Hopkins goes to our boy, Demario Pop Douglas, and Chigo Konkwo go at the 15-16 turn. Cade Otton, who I believe our guys got Baker and Evans, so that's a nice little stack. Danny Dimes goes. Just not really touching him this year. He does have Josh Down, so at least it's correlated, and Alec Pierce. So Will Shipley, Noel, Kareem Hunt. It's Jay Lynn, all right. I never want to say the wrong thing. Jay Lynn, not Jay Din. Jay Lynn. Michael Wilson, who I was actually probably going to target here if he made it. Justice Hill. And then we are up in 3 picks, 2 picks now. So what are we at? We're at 2, 4, 7, 3. No, that's not us. We're at 2, 5, 6, 2. So we do need a receiver. So we'll take Calvin Austin. And I think we'll go with do we like Dante Thornton or do we like I'm gonna go with Darius Slayton. Slay, slay, slay. Trev says, do you believe in overstacking? And probably brought that up because I have a ton of Bengals. And double stack in Denver as well. We talked about the point of stacking and what have you. So we are wrapping up here. This is our third straight streamed draft. We're just at the 2 hours and 30-minute mark. We've had about 3 people in here total. We are up in 7 picks. We are at 2, 5, 8, 2. So we need one of each positions outside of the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and a tight end. We have Ingram. We have Gesicki. Those are 12 and 10. Those goes with our stacks. We can look at Ferguson. We can look at Jatavion Sanders. So we did talk about Chiefs, right? How we might go gray. So we're going to go gray, and we're going to go Brashard Smith. So that's going to be our week 17. Because who did we? Been bad at remembering. So Chiefs play the Broncos week 17. So we do have that. And then what did we say the Bengals have? Gotta remember these. Last year I had it. I just had it locked in the memory. I had the whole I had week 17 for everyone. I had some of 15 and 16 just logged away in the bank. Now this year I'm not as focused on it. So the Bengals play the Cardinals, Dolphins, Ravens. So can we find a Cardinal, Dolphin, or Ravens? I know who we are. We're going to look at. I've been taking him a lot in the 20th this afternoon, this evening. We are going to go with my guy. Here he is, my guy, NWI. I do believe he is going to secure that wide receiver 3 position there for Miami. And I am almost certain that Tyreek and Waddle, between the two of them, they will be missing some time. I think there will be opportunities. All right, so let's see what this last round has been looking like. Sometimes I like to check out what everyone's thinking in this 19th and 20th, seeing if. So I went gray. After I went gray, went Tesla, who I like, Corum, Mike Williams, Ray, Mostert, Roman Wilson, Terrence Ferguson, Cole Kmet, Deontay Johnson, Devin Neal, A.D. Mitchell, Xavier Restrepo, Tank Dell. I've been seeing it a little bit. Oh, wow. Managi. I haven't seen him clicked in a minute, but Parker Washington, I wonder if he's got to have Lawrence, yeah. Elijah Moore, does he have no, he doesn't have Allen. Just going naked Moore, huh? Okay, interesting. Jalen Royals, Amari Cooper. I'm just waiting to see if Cooper is going to get signed or if Keenan Allen. Where are these guys going to go? Zach Moss, interesting. MVS. Does he have? Yep, he does have Darnold. Mac Hollins, who I was looking at earlier today. He's got Henry, so he's got to have May. Yep. So this room seems pretty with it. And Felton has McCarthy. So everything kind of makes sense here. Everyone is doing what they're supposed to. So we'll stay quick, just kind of checking out builds, but we're not going to really go through everyone's team. I want to see if anyone has anything super interesting. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, so pretty good on this one, actually. Only 7 out of 12 with 3 quarterbacks. I finished with the 2, 6, 9, 3. We got 4 tight ends here. That's an interesting one. Let's see what he's got. Warren, Ferguson, Strange, and Ferguson. Double Ferguson sending me for a XWMW. Finished with 3683. Nico Thomas, JSN, Evans, Connor, Harvey, Pollard, Baker, Goff, Najee, Mims, Kraft, Jack Beck, Ertz, Hopkins, Otten, Richardson. I like it. Ten receivers here. Let's check them. London, Moore, Ridley. Wow, 10, even though he went 4 out of 6. Odunze, Caleb, Robinson Jr., Mason, Etienne, Loveland, Penix Ward, Wandale, Pop, Yoshi, Mitchell, Restrepo, and Lockett. So overall, everyone's pretty normal. We're going to close this down. We're going to end it. Thank everyone for watching. If you are watching live, thank you. If you end up checking out any of this at any point, I appreciate you. Make sure you like and subscribe. You can follow me at Fire Up Fantasy TG on all socials, which is Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. You can follow the rest of the Fire Up Fantasy boys, Fire Up Fantasy itself on all the socials. And you can go to www.fireupfantasy.com. Check out what we have going on over there. All right. Appreciate everybody. Until the next time. Peace.